Alright everyone, welcome back again.
I am the bone of my sword.
That's his original incantation that backflowed into me along with the pain. It oddly rolls off the tongue, and once it's embedded itself in me, the success rate of my projections dramatically increase. I can complete roughly half of my projections now. I'm copying Archer in order to make copies of a real weapon.
けど、それでできるのは偽物だ。
His projections are meant to be reproductions that are treated the same as their originals. The only thing that Shiro Emiya can make is a degraded delusion. If I want to turn that into an illusion, I have no choice but to borrow this arm's power. Self-destruction. Using this arm even once will do more than simply poison myself. It'll light the fuse in a bomb. Once I do that, my end is assured. I imagine a firing trigger. A handgun is inside my brain. The muzzle points from my brain to the outside, but the trigger is contained within. The ticking time bomb that Kotomine mentioned must be the mental image of a gun.
頭の中の銃さえ取り出せれば、使ってもスイッチは入らない。
No, I need to get that fuse itself out of my head too. That's the best solution. Of course, I have no idea how I'm supposed to do that.
そうだ、ニュース。
I turn on the TV. I watch the news with a heavy body, feeling I need to know the outcome of last night's incident. It's easy enough to find the right channel. Every single network is talking about it. Disappearances with no clear cause. Residents missing from 40 homes. Not a single person lucky enough to escape that plight was even aware that their neighbors disappeared. And not a single one of nearly 60 people will ever be coming home again. And that in itself is tragically sad. One by one, I memorized the names of the nearly 60 missing persons. One by one, I carved the strangers' names into my mind. You might want to write it down too. And one by one, I replaced them with the names of people close to me. Can you forgive it? When the time comes, will you be able to forgive? Will you truly be able to forgive the one who caused this, and yourself for letting it happen? If not, if you can't protect it from this sin, then the painless way out will be to put a stop to it before any more crimes happen. The TV screen goes dark. As for the news report that was describing the damage in detail,
バカな真似してるんじゃないわよ。私たち起きたことを悔やめるほど真っ当な人間じゃないでしょ。
damn, Ren is so perceptive. Tosaka shows up out of nowhere, turning off the TV.
遠坂。
ほら、お茶入れたから飲んで。イリアが一人になりたいって言うから暇になったの。
She sets a teacup on the table. She says it's like it's the reason she's here, even though it isn't. I have no reason to follow her instructions, but
せっかくの茶だ。飲む。
飲んで。けど舌がやけどするぐらい熱いからね。
そっか。なおさら助かる。ありがとな、遠坂。
別に私が仕切り直したかっただけだし、シロはおまけよ、おまけ。
all I can do is gratefully accept her awkward way of being thoughtful. Time passes. Tosaka and I don't do anything. We just look at each other and drink our tea in silence. Strangely, I don't feel nervous. Rather, it feels like a weight is off my shoulders, like I can take a mental breather. You know, maybe Tosaka is actually a soothing person.
何よ、いきなりにやけて。言いたいことがあるなら言いなさいよね。
If you want to live, I suggest you don't.
ふと思っただけだ。遠坂とこんな風に何もしないでいるなんてことは一度もなかっただろう。俺たち顔を合わせれば聖杯戦争のことしか話していなかったからさ。なんていうか殺伐とした関係だったなって。
しょうがないでしょう。もともとそういう始まりだったんだから。それとも何？この状況で死刑の範囲とかお気に入りの店とか話せっていうの？
え？あ、いや、 別に今のでいいんじゃないのか。なんていうか油断ならない関係っていうのが俺たちらしい。
So it feels odd, unbalanced even for us to be lazing around this way.
ま、遠坂の言う通りそういう始まりだもんな。俺が遠坂と話すようになったのはマスターになってからだし、遠坂だって俺がマスターにならなければこうして知り合うこともなかった。
In that sense, that's one good thing that came out of being a master. I get to fight alongside the girl whom I only admired from afar.
それ少し違う。あなたはどうだか知らないけど、私はシロのことずいぶん前から知ってたんだから。
Oh, wasn't one-sided, huh? Good to know.
Eh.
With a hint of bashfulness, Tosaka murmurs something I couldn't possibly miss.
知ってたって俺を？
When I ask why, she nods, looking even more embarrassed.
そんなバカな。もしかして1年の頃話したことがあったっけ俺。
そんなことなかったわよ。知ってたっていうのは一方的に知ってたってこと。ちょっとね、私にとってエミやシロってのはトラウマの一つになってるの。
That's a bit much.
トラウマってなんでさ。
That doesn't sound very nice. I know that you can't go through life without offending people without even realizing it, but still. My mental health is bound to have a very poor outlook when it involves Rin Tosaka, who loves getting paid back threefold or even fourfold.
なんでって、そんなの私が言いたいぐらいよ。いいわ。いい機会だから直接愚痴ってあげる。
Yes, please do. Share.
今から4年前のちょうど今頃の話よ。あなたどうしてだか知らないけど学校に残って日が落ちるまでずっと走り高跳びやってたことがあるでしょ。
Ah, yes, the high jump.
は？
I blink at that unexpected question. Not because the question itself is surprising, though. Sakura mentioned the same thing before.
あるけどそれはなんだよ。
私それ見てたの。ちょうど昇降口から出てすぐのところ、校庭の端っこでバカみたいにとべっこない高跳びを繰り返すやつをやっぱりバカみたいに眺めてたわけ。
Wait, that can't be true. Sakura was the one watching me. Besides, Tosaka.
言っとくけどただの偶然よ。私は生徒会の用事でシロの学校に行っただけで、クラスはおろか学校そのものが違ってたんだから。
I was about to say, more than one person can actually catch Shiro doing that. It's not just Sakura alone.
だよな。確か一星と同じ学校だったって聞いてる。
そう、あいつとはその頃からの腐れ縁。前は私が副会長であいつが会長だったの。4年間も顔を合わせて言い合ってたらどっちも気に食わない天敵同士だって理解できたけど。
なるほど、そんなに長い因縁だったのか。
I can believe that. I've always thought that Issei's attitude towards Tosaka was unnatural. Feels like one mystery has been melted only to be frozen again.
とにかくあなたがバカみたいに飛べない高跳びを繰り返している現場に偶然出くわしたってこと。話はそれだけよ。私があなたを知ったのはその時で、さくらがこの家に通ってるって知ったのはもっと後。それまで四郎の名前も知らなかったし、顔だって忘れてたわ。
Well, I understand our history now, but
あのさ、それトラウマになる話かな、遠坂。
4年越しの復讐ってやつよ。1年前さくらが弓道部に入ったでしょ。それで暇さえあれば弓道部を見てたんだけど、たまたまね、部員でもないのにやってきたやつがいてさ、そいつの顔を見て思い出したの。あいつあの時の大バカだって。
I have something to say about how she found that out, but I keep it to myself.
で、その瞬間にショックを受けたわけ。私は名前も知らない、学校も違う、 おまけにバカだバカだって思ってた見知らぬ他人を3年経った後でも一目で分かったってことにね。それで、ああ、あいつは私にダメージを与えていたんだって3年経ってようやく気づいた。私はあのバカみたいにずっと走ってた誰かを羨ましいと思ってたんだって。
なんでさ、そいつバカだったんだろ。遠坂が羨ましがるようなやつじゃない。
そうね、私は羨ましかったんじゃなくて負けたって思った。そいつが少しでも飛べるんだって希望を持って走っていたんならよかった。そんなことなら素通りしてさっさと家に帰ってた。けどそいつは自分でも無理だって分かってるのよ。何をしたって無理だって分かってるのにずっとそれを繰り返してた。たとえ無駄でも挑むことに何か意味があるんだって信じてるみたいにね。正直そんな無駄は私にはできない。昔からそうなの。私は事の成否を測って今の自分にはできないって判断したらすっぱり手を引くたちでさ。できないことはやらないし、それを力不足だとか残念だって思うこともない。そのあたり冷めてるっていうかひどい人間なのよ私。綺麗は非道ではなく機械的だって言ってたけど。
Tosaka isn't saying this out of humility. She's confident and proud of who she is.
けど時々思うことだってある。事の正義なんて考えずただ物事に打ち込めることができたらそれはどんなに純粋なことなんだろうって。まあそんな風に迷うほど子供だった頃いきなり自分と正反対のやつを見せられたらショックでしょ。だからトラウマ。あの日真っ赤な夕暮れの中でバカみたいに走ってたそいつは私にとって。
She doesn't mean it in a hostile way. She's just glad he was there. She looks like she's daydreaming as she murmurs it.
つまんないこと話したな。うまくいかないからナーバスになってるのかしらね。
Tosaka stands up and declares that break time is over.
部屋に戻るわ。午後はイリアと骨格の製鉄をしてるからシローはさくらの看病でもしてあげて。
She puts her teacup in the sink and leaves down the hallway. But before she's gone,
ねえ、さくらの様子どうだった？
she stops and asks me, as if she just remembered.
元気そうだった。熱はまだあるようだったけど、前に倒れた時に比べれば安心できる。それにさくら本人もおとなしいしな。前は無理して家事をしようとしてたけど、今日はおとなしく横になってくれてる。あれなら治るのも早いんじゃないか。
おとなしくしているのは当然でしょ。あの子自分じゃもう立ち上がれないんだから。
She can't stand?
なんで？魔力は足りてるはずだ。なら体力だって十分にあるんじゃないのか。
ええ、魔力も体力も人並み以上にあるわ。けど中身はひどいものよ。昨日の夜何があったのかは知らない。けどあの子一度は確実に死んでるわ。そう思わなければ納得がいかないほど手足の筋肉がズタズタなのよ。
まさかさくら外傷なんてなかったじゃないか。
外見だけ綺麗につなげてあるだけよ。体内の刻印柱に食いちぎられたのか他の何かに切り刻まれたのかは知らないけど、もし体中を切り刻まれたとしたらその痛みは体だけじゃなく心まで壊してるかもしれない。聞くけどさくら、あなたのこと分かった？
I stop myself from reflexively saying, of course. Tosaka looks like she's in anguish. Meaning,
さくらは 遠坂がわからなかったのか。
いいえ、ちゃんと私だって分かってたし、姉さんって呼んでくれたわ。けどあの子が見てたのは目の前にいる私じゃなくて、さくらが思っている遠坂凛だったんでしょうね。ほんと、初めましてだの、もっと早く会いたかっただの、本音を立て続けに言われた時はさすがに先だったわ。
Tosaka's voice grows cold and she looks away. She wanted to kill her. Tosaka wanted to kill Sakura?
要するに私にはできないってこと。あなたみたいにさくらを最後まで擁護することもできないし、その気もないの。
遠坂。
言ったでしょ、私できないことはやらないの。私が遠坂凛である以上、もう無理だと判断したらさくらを殺すわ。まあ初めからそういう約束だったから念を押すこともないんだろうけど、一応宣言しておこうと思って。感想はいいわよ。あなたの考えは分かってるし、言われても何がどうなるわけでもない。私たちは造剣を倒すことにおいては仲間だけど、さくらに関してはずっと平行線のまま。それが嫌なら一刻も早く造剣を倒せばいい。けどシロー、もし造剣とあの黒い影が全く別物だとしたら、あなたはどうするの？
I keep my mouth shut. Tosaka's question is so pointed it gives me vertigo.
シロー、私はいよいよとなったらあの子を殺す。それがどちらにとっても最良の方法よ。
It's pretty heartless of you, but
それをあなたもよく考えておきなさい。
Tosaka goes back to her room, leaving me alone in the living room. Now tell me she heard that. She hears a voice. Her body's in tatters and her mind is in a haze, but she hears a voice that she didn't want to hear.
あなたはどうだか知らないけど、私はシローのことずいぶん前から知ってたんだから。
Oh, so she was overhearing it all. She doesn't consider why she can hear their conversation. She just wishes that she couldn't. She could move her hands, she could cover her ears. If she could move her legs, she would go to the living room and put a stop to this.
私、それ見てたの。ちょうど昇降口から出てすぐのところ、校庭の端っこでバカみたいにとべっこない高跳びを繰り返すやつをやっぱりバカみたいに眺めてたわけ。
The girl bites her lip. Her sluggish fingers clench the bed sheets hard enough to tear them. The old story her sister recounts in a disinterested tone. The sight on the schoolyard that evening 4 years ago. Rin is talking about the memory like it only belongs to her. Like it's something that only she knew about. She's lost in a beautiful memory even though I didn't even know she was there.
やめて。お願いだから。それ以上。
I mean, you both saw Shiro. Big deal. Don't take this memory from me, the girl begs. With an inaudible voice, she squeezes out a plea that no one can hear. Her sister continues telling the tale. The girl's getting left behind, just as she feared. It was the only thing. That memory was the one and only precious thing she had over her big sister, who was now treating it like any other memory. Ah, okay. I get it. She reinforces her frayed nerves with her power, her mind, and covers both ears with her hands. She doesn't want to hear it. This is torture. Why? Why does she know what's happening in the living room? Does her shadow stretch that far? No, never mind that. She doesn't want to hear anything. No more. If she hears any more, she has a feeling she'll go insane. Still, she can't block out the conversation even as she covers her ears. Her sister's words echo straight into her brain. She can cover her ears and gouge out her eyes, but she can't escape that sight. And then...
シロ、 私はいよいよとなったらあの子を殺す。それがどちらにとっても最良の方法よ。それをあなたもよく考えておきなさい。
Her sister coldly thrusts those words she least wanted to hear at the last person she wanted to hear them. And then she couldn't hear their voices anymore. She can't tell what's happening in the living room. Of course not. Her world consists only of this dark room. She can't step into that distant bright world. Her eyelids feel warm. She realizes she's been crying on her own. She's sad and frustrated. Her sister's a coward. Why? Why is she forcing the obvious conclusion on Senpai? Because it's her duty as the Tosaka mage? Then she can fulfill it on her own. Why pull Senpai into it? My sister's trying to make my Senpai, my one and only ally in the whole world, stand with her. Hate. She knows how self-centered it sounds, but she hates her. She's gonna make Senpai abandon Sakura Mato. Rin Tosaka is truly cruel for doing that. But it's strange. Why do I hate her so much when it's what I want? Nesan said I should just disappear. I know that, and I agree. I can't remember the details anymore, but I do know that Shiro Emiya would be saved if I was gone.
やだ、そんなのやだ。
I'm pretty sure Shiro would be all broken down about it. I can't. I don't want to lose anything else. I don't want to be alone anymore. I know warmth now, so I'm afraid of the cold. I know warmth now, so I hate everyone who's been warm this whole time. I won't disappear for them. I won't let them kill me. Because...
私は何も悪くないんだから。
Everyone else is wrong. I never wanted this outcome. It only happened because nobody helped me. So, if nobody did anything to help me, that means they wanted it to happen. They weren't against me. That's the same as agreeing with me. In that case, nobody will punish me. They couldn't if they tried.
死なない。姉さんの思い通りには。
Oh, dark. No. The actual problem is that I can't die. Nobody can kill me. If they're going to, I'm okay with that. If I'm going to be killed, I'll instead. Not just my sister. Even Senpai. If they try to erase me, I won't put up with it anymore. Yeah. If they're gonna hate me and go far away, then I'd rather Senpai with my own hands before he ends up with someone else, just like in my nightmares. I can fill in the blanks from that. She coughs. Painfully, she turns her delusions into blood, expelling it from her mouth.
ダメだ。私、ダメみたいです。先輩。
Nothing connects. She doesn't know what's good or bad. She doesn't know if she's right or wrong. Who am I? How much sanity do I have left? Everything's getting so foggy. I feel like I'm going mad.
こんにちは。まだ自分は残っている？さくら。
Oh, that's funny. I thought she was never really gonna talk to her. And then, she realizes there's a silver-haired girl standing there. She's just like her. A pale girl who was never treated as human, meant to become a vessel.
セイバー、ランサー、キャスター、バーサーカー。この4つだけならまだよかったのに。どこでそんなものを取り込んだの？さくら。まだアサシンとライダーが残ってるのに。もう満ち足りてるなんて驚きだわ。
She doesn't know. She's heard from her grandfather that, just like the girl, she's a container to store the souls of defeated servants. But the implication that servants other than the ones who was given were defeated.
それはいいわ。おかげでアーチャーを奪われる心配がなくなったんだから、深くは尋ねない。けどさくら、これから自分がどうなるか分かっている？
She feels something go cold deep inside her head. The question pulls Sakura Mato out of her fevered haze.
知りません。どうなるんですか、私。
The pale girl pauses. The Einsberg master created solely to be a vessel looks down at the imitation before her.
絶対に助からない。
I see you're a glass half empty kind of person, Ilya. She tells the broken girl of their shared fate. My body still feels heavy. I need to make lunch for Sakura, but right now I want to lie down for a little while and give my mind a break. I flop onto the futon and bury my head in the pillow. I know. Ever since that day, we've run out of time to stall any longer. I can't keep putting off the question. Sakura, I need to decide what I'm gonna do right here, right now.
エミヤシロだな。
誰だ
I jump out of bed. A voice. I'm sure I heard a voice. It came from within this room, very close by. A chill runs down my spine. The scary thing is, I know the owner of the voice is in here, and I still have no idea where it
警
is.
戒は無用だ。お前を殺しに来たわけではない。
Someone whispers in my ear. This voice, the flowing yet robotic way of talking, belongs to that skull-masked servant.
アサシン
What a disaster. Even if he specializes at stealth, how did he manage to slip through the house's bounded field and get this far without anyone noticing?
殺しに来たんじゃないだと世間話でもあるっていうのか
I searched for the presence I felt behind me while judging the distance to the door. It'll take 3 seconds to leap across the room to the hallway and dive into the yard. Assassin could kill me 4 times in that span of time. Meaning that the only way to survive this is to entertain him.
私ではない。お前と会合を望んでいるのは魔術師殿だ。
魔術師殿って造剣のことか
そうだ。魔頭の屋敷でお前を待っている。魔術師殿にも戦闘の意思はない。お前が一人で赴くのならば、魔術師殿もお前を歓迎するだろう。
Assassin's words are believable. If his goal was to kill me, I would have been dead as soon as he entered the room. The fact that it hasn't happened yet means that Zokin wants to talk. What he wants to talk about and whether it's a trap are separate issues. Ugh. Don't do this to me so soon. Ah. Fine. It's a trap. Oh, wait. There you go. Press the wrong button again. But it's just as true that I might never get another chance to speak with Zokin one-on-one again. And I can't afford to wait. Whether it's a trap or not, I need to face Zokin and get him to take the crestworms out of Sakura.
わかった俺に話があるんだな造剣は
良い選択だ。では急ぐがいい。私とていつまでもライダーの目はごまかせ。他の者がこの会合に気づけば、魔術師殿の気が変わろう。
俺だけにする内緒話ってわけか
He doesn't answer. He must not have any further business with me now that I've agreed. Assassin disappears completely, just as suddenly as he appeared. I sneak out of the Emiya house and make my way to the Mato mansion. The sky is cloudy. Because of the dim weather, the house seems shrouded in an ominous air, even though it's still daytime. I go inside without ringing the doorbell.